For Guideline 1, for grading by standards, you'd have to align your assignments to standards instead of the old category types that we used to use, like homework, projects, and quizzes. So if you see here, notice we have 5 assignments. If I'm going to add another assignment, let's say we agreed in our PLC that for week 24 we're going to look at comparing fractions and reviewing place value with our students. Those are the 2 assessments we want to look at. I would click plus to create an assignment. I'd create a name, and I'd create week 24. I do not have to be specific with the name, you'll see later. I'll align to this is what we're agreeing on doing. I'll pick which week we're starting this, and we're going to do this assessment, let's say February 20th, the week of the February 27th. Here I could put a brief description of the overall what we're learning in that week, and then I'm going to assign what standards we're looking at. Now, one of the things we said, we determined we're going to look at a place value at that time, but we're also then going to be looking at comparing fractions. So we've aligned those 2 particular standards to that week. We'll hit save, and we could assess those. Because if I go back to my score sheet, I look at week 24, I open the standards drawer, and you can see that we're going to measure determining place value and comparing fractions. And this is where we'd put our scores. If I go back to my assignments, I could create another one then for week, let's say 25. I'm going to make that for CFA. We're all agreed in our PLCs that on the week of March 5th, we would like to assess our students on comparing fractions and addition of fractions. So I'll click that, and we said, well, click comparing. I'll scroll down. You may not be able to see it. I'm doing contracting mixed numbers with like denominators. I hit save. Goes up there. I'm going to add another one. While we're here, this will be week 26. I'll tab over, pick my CFA. I'll pick the week that we're going to do this on, March 12th, and my standards. I think we're only going to measure one standard this week, and we're just going to look at mixed and subtract fractions. And that's how simple it is then when you go to score your assignments, aligning them to standards instead of aligning them to the categories. And that's Guideline 1, organizing your grade book to achievement targets or learning standards.